I'm Julie Marion of Huddle Real Estate, and I'm out here at one of my favorite places to take a dog walk. If you are out exploring this area and don't know if it's worth your time to get out of the car, I can share this is an easy 1-mile walk along the water's edge. This reservoir provides 80% of Newburyport's drinking water, and the land was taken by eminent domain in the 1970s. While this was a taking by the government, the landowners involved were, for the most part, in favor of the project. There were 3 families involved: Alice Elwell, the family of Edward Mosley, and the Sawyers. All in all, the reservoir is about 90 acres. The road that hugs this reservoir was essentially the same as it has always been, but it was just rerouted a bit to make it safe. Prior to the reservoir, the land was a wet, swampy marsh area because it is part of the Artichoke watershed, so this water now feeds into the Artichoke River. As a byproduct of this project, the water draws a lot of birds to the area, and one bird species, the warbler, is noted for returning here year over year. There are over 50 types of warblers, and they come in a variety of colors. These birds do not feed on seed, but rather insects, so the wooded area, along with some of the marshy land that abuts this area, is prime habitat. When walking here, you really don't notice the insects unless it's dusk, and then the gnats can get a little intense. The National Park Service identifies nationally significant heritage areas all over our country. This reservoir is a nationally significant area within the Essex National Heritage Sites and is known as Cherry Hill Reservoir. They call it that because there was a farm called Cherry Hill adjacent to the reservoir. So for a lot of people, it gets confusing because there are 2 names for the same area. Most of the locals and the Greenbelt organization call this reservoir Indian Hill Reservoir, and that name goes back to the earliest atlases for this area that are recorded at the Registry of Deeds. The Greenbelt organization, a nonprofit, piggybacked on the city of Newburyport with the goal to preserve the area around the reservoir and continues conservation efforts by purchasing land along the Artichoke River and watershed. This area is known as West Newbury's own Emerald Necklace. It is comprised of 315 acres and is a ribbon of protected open space and public trails that showcase the region's natural beauty and rich cultural history. This network of protected properties allows visitors to walk for hours on interconnected trails. The Indian Hill Conservation Area features wetlands, open meadows full of wildflowers, woodlands with towering oak trees and maple trees. There are walking trail maps on the website, and it delineates how you can access the reservoir via South Street in Newbury, Moulton Street in West Newbury, and Indian Hill in Newbury. If you start your walk off as I am off Moulton Street, to the right is the backside of Maple Crest Farm. This farm has been in the family for over 100 years. Initially, Alice Elwell ran the farm. Her property was taken as part of the reservoir project. However, she was paid about $80,000 for the land. She was unmarried, and she has passed the farm down to her nephews, where John Elwell, a retired educator, now runs the farm. She raised turkeys, and there have also been chickens on the farm too. Now the farm mostly offers berries and vegetables in the summer and Christmas trees in the winter. The Elwells have kept the farm in the family for over 100 years, and with 9 grandchildren, they are hoping the tradition continues. Continuing down to the end of the paved gravel path, you can turn up to the right and walk about 50 yards where you will come to see 2 headstones. These are Jacob and Judith Sawyer, who owned the farm next to the Elwells. Their property was also part of the taking. However, the balance of the farm was acquired by the Greenbelt organization. Their field is an example of the meadows, and there is a nice view of the water. Continue on down the dirt path to the end, where to the right the trail will climb a hill. You will pass a stone wall and come up to the top. Should you go up over the hill and back down the other side, you will end up on Indian Hill Road. There is parking on Indian Hill Road if you want to start there and do the walk in reverse. Most of the time, there are people walking, horses on trail rides, and mountain bikes, but the most popular are people walking dogs. Just as always, they say to have your dog on a leash and to pick up after them, but oftentimes you can let your dog run off leash. I hope you will continue to explore the awesome dog walks, kayaking, and walkable towns with me throughout the North Shore. If you are thinking about your home search, exploring the Newburyport area, please reach out to me. I would love to help you, where we buy and sell every home as it is our own. Make it a great day.